What's the worst career advice you've ever received? Mine. 1. Don't waste your time helping others. 2. Drop 90% of your projects because you can only do one at a time. 3. Don't write a book. An internship at the White House will be amazing on your resume. If you don't work past 5 p.m., you're not a team player. Over the years, I've learned that longer hours don't necessarily produce better work, and that no company is worth risking your health and well-being over. Seek work-life balance. Find meaning outside of work. If you work very hard, your boss will recognize your efforts and worth. Worst career advice I got was to stay at a new job for at least a year. Truth is, you can see the real company culture within a month, and if it's toxic, you should leave. The 90-day probation period isn't just for the employer, folks. Toxic workspace equals bad health. Don't take engineering, it's for boys. This was from a school guidance counselor and math teacher. Happy I didn't listen. The worst career advice I ever received was, your co-workers are not your friends. What a waste. What a colossal waste I would have suffered if I'd listened to that. Don't make friends at work. That's false. My favorite people in the world who ended up becoming one of my closest friends were people I met at work like. If you're not about to collapse, you're not working hard enough. Take care of your health, everyone. Can't get work done if you collapse and/or die. At age 26, a headhunter told me, you're too old for a career change. Now, at 42, I've had a number of career transitions and own my own business. Don't leave a job without another one lined up. My breaks and open searches have led me to great opportunities and afforded me rare recovery time with my family, and were career risks I'll never regret. Stay at a job for a decade and work your way up. You need that stability to be a success. Instead, I've chased passion and taken incredible risk to do what I love. I've advanced further than I ever could at that job. Years later, old co-workers are still in the same role. Don't quit your full-time retail job to go to nursing school. Buy a house and get settled. You'll not be able to buy a house later, as home market is getting hot. Settle down. Now, I'm a registered nurse with a full-time job that I love and my own house. Don't quit your tech job for music. It's too risky. This cello music doesn't have any potential. Consider adding vocals. You have to stop touring when you become a mother. Now that your husband is dead, maybe you should change careers to something more reliable. Don't do your psychology PhD on lesbian issues. You'll never get an academic career that way. It was 1979, from an otherwise supportive senior female academic. John, science is hard and you're not smart enough to be a marine biologist. Mr. Williams, Jupiter High School career counselor. I wanted to be a private investigator when I was young, but was told girls can't be PIs because we can't pee in bottles. When I was 22, a woman in her 60s, my boss, told me, you bring too much urgency to your work. You need to learn the tempo here, which I decided meant, slow down, you're making us look bad. If you try to get into neurosurgery twice and you don't get it, you're probably not right for the specialty. Failed selection twice, then ranked 5th nationally on 3rd attempt. Now a 5th-year trainee. You want to be a CFO? You'll need to cut your hair short or you'll never get there. Ex-boyfriend's mother, who was a tenured CFO. Advice given to my 23-year-old self. I'm now a CFO with very long hair. Worst career advice? Don't be so ambitious. When you're so career-focused, guys will see you as a threat and won't see you being open to marriage and a family. Never, ever, ever give up. Sometimes it is better, healthier, and more productive to just cut your losses and move on. If you want the all-male 60-plus engineering team you're joining to like you, bake cookies and bring them into work on your first day. Never chase a hobby. Build a stable career and dabble in hobbies on the side. A bunch of passionless drones who never took their own advice. College is all the same. Go to the cheapest one. A degree is a degree. An early DC editor for me, one of my first, he's no longer there, told me when I was writing my first DC pitch for a short story, don't do anything too interesting. Mine, you are too ambitious. Lower your expectations. Don't alter your style from job to job. It will confuse the public and ruin your brand. Stick with me, I'll make you famous. Don't speak out. You don't want to be known as that girl. You can't do anything without me. 1. Withdraw from the university. With your grades, you'll never be a professional. 2. Remember, Hispanics have limited upward mobility. 3. Shave your mustache. You won't advance in leadership looking like that. Don't waste your time educating students, residents, fellows, NPs, PAs. You won't make any money doing it. The least financially rewarding aspects of my job bring me the most happiness. You will never become a doctor. Have a rethink. My biology A-level teacher, supporting dreams and pushing students, not. You're doing an amazing job, but you've got to drink coffee with your female colleagues and chit-chat about fashion crap, otherwise you're not going to blend in. I resigned. This is going to sound counterintuitive, but it would be, do what you love. If what you love becomes your job, what you love is ruined by your job. Do what you like. Protect what you love. 1. Don't get a philosophy degree. 2. Don't write code for free. 3. You can't be both a designer and a developer. Keep your head down and just do your job. 1. You are too collaborative. 2. This is life in the jungle. If you don't screw people over, you won't make it. 3. You need to be more like so-and-so. Spoiler, I would not be where I am, doing what I love, if I needed any of this advice. Don't get a history degree. There are no jobs. My history degree gave me the ability to read, write, critically think and evaluate information, all skills essential to the job I love. Fundraising for nurses and creatively showing donors their life-changing impact. The worst advice I've received? Don't mentor women, it's too risky. Absolute hogwash. When starting community college at 43 and taking a double degree in web dev and software dev, advisor said, just pick one or the other. You're already too old anyway, so none of this matters. Not to leave a good job. That was truly horrible. 1. Don't go backpacking after your master's. I'm so happy I did. 2. Don't spend too much time on your PhD. I should not have rushed and spent that extra year on my PhD instead. Don't take that chief executive job at the QNI. It's a tiny organization for posh nurses and it's going nowhere. Your skills will be wasted there. Best job I've ever had in my career so far. 1. You can't make money animating. 2. You will get an international business degree which will literally take you anywhere. 3. If you apply to the call center or mailroom for a company that does what you want to do, you can get your foot in the door and eventually move up. 25 years ago, don't do your dissertation on online learning. It's ephemeral and will soon be replaced by the next fad. Don't be too ambitious. You won't be able to have a family life. The worst career advice was, wait your turn. You should only apply to certain positions. That wasn't true. If you want a job or position, go after it. Proactively network, apply and pursue your career goals. Research requirements and prepare. Never put yourself in a box. Did you like this video? Tell us in the comments, click that subscribe button, and see you in the next one.